Kadın elma? No. Bir elma. Yes, that's one apple. An apple and water. Ve is and. One apple, bir elma. Ve water is. Su. Okay. Bir elma ve su. Eat bread and drink water. Okay. Ekmek ye ve su iç. Ekmek ye ve su iç. Bread or water. Bread ekmek. Or is veya. Su water. Water or apple. Su veya elma. Eat bread. So the word order is always object, then verb. Ekmek. And this is a general sense bread, not a specific piece of bread or anything, or a loaf. Just so there's going to be no marker on the noun for bread. Just ekmek. No ending. Eat it. Yeah. I think. No R for the imperative, the commanding form. Eat bread, ekmek ye, and ve. Drink water, su iç, with this modified C. Why, thank you. Welcome back to Lango Institute. I'm your VerbAlly, and tonight's stream is beginning with Turkish. Do a bit of review of the early stuff. Hello, I am Seljen. So the single C that's unmodified, it's never going to be a double. The unmodified letter C here is a voiced J, like we have in judge, roughly. And the modified one, with that little subscript comma shape, is a Ch, voiceless. Okay, so hello. Güle güle. The two dots over the U letter tell me to pronounce it Ü, and my tongue is forward and the lips are round. Ü, güle güle. Short vowels here. I am will just be Ben Seljen. You is biz. Biz. Now, biz is we. You is siz or sen. Siz plural, sen. Merhaba Ben Seljen, sen. Okay, merhaba for hello. Mary, hello.
Merhaba, ben Nur.
So there's no verb to be in this construction. I am, but we need it in English. I am Nur. Nur.
Memnun oldum, hoşça kal.
Memnun oldum, hoşça kal. Nice to meet you. Memnun oldum, hoşça kal. Kal. Nice to meet you, and hoşça kal, bye. Yeah, joy, gladness with you, I think, or something. Anyway, memnun oldum, we know the... Okay, this is interesting. Is that vowel harmony? Does it go against it? Memnun, is this an Arabic word? Oldum. Memnun. So, Wiktionary is a good resource. Free. Memnun. Nun. Num. Memnun. Satisfied, in a state of satisfaction. Okay. What's this? Ottoman Turkish, memnun, olmak, oldum, memnun olmak. So, memnun, why is it like that? Can't I just get Turkish? Arabic mamnoon, participle, and menna, to be gracious. M-double-N. Okay, I'm going to hold on to that in my notes. So, Turkish, we got this memnun, which is from an Arabic expression, memnoon. Ma is prefix, noon. Is that how it is? Long u, memnoon, participial, and the root is manana. Arabic, most Arabic verbal roots consist of 3 consonants, but some have 2, some have 4, I believe. 3 is the most common. Oldum, that's harmonic. So right, this memnun, I think those don't.
Memnun.
How would you want it to be an ü? I think if it were, or
Memnun.
or something if it were vowel harmony, as in a native Turkish word, which I think oldum would be.
Oldum. Teşekkürler Ayşe.
Teşekkürler is also, the stem is Arabic. Şekere is the root with the T prefix, and this ler is a Turkish plural suffix. So it's thanks, plural, and Ayşe, the name. And that modified S, I wanted to know a couple screens back. That's a sh, like our SH roughly. Ayşe. So you got the modified C as a ch, modified S as a sh, and the vowel ones, and the softened G, which will usually be silent, I think, or maybe a w. Thanks, teşek. So sh we have now in this word, it's going to be that letter. Kür is, I think, the basic form, and ler is a suffix. Now this is harmonizing. It's as close as the vowel of lar, ler can get to this ü articulation. E is at least a front vowel, so it is the matchingest of those variant forms, what I'm talking about here. Now native Turkish, put the root in some slashes here. Oh, and this root menene of Arabic means be gracious. Memnoon being a participle, like adjective derived from this, right? Passive participle. PASV, PTCP. There we go. Large, yeah, it does, doesn't it? Welcome. What do you feel like looking at today, Levi? Grateful, thankful. Although. Nope, wrong. Okay, teşekkürler, and by, that one is hoşça kal. Hoşça, and then kal, or kalin, I think, depending on number of people you're talking to.
Merhaba, ben İlke.
The longer form being plural. It's probably universally so, I would, or nearly. Merhaba ben İlke. Merhaba ben İlke. I am İlke. İlke. And the dotted I is E, whereas the undotted one, upper and lowercase, I. Nice to meet you, bye. Memnun oldum. And bye, probably say hoşça kal. Hello, I am Seljan. You? Hello, it wants merhaba. So root here, I think that's an M participle too, Arabic. Merhaba for the root. Merhaba. Well, I don't know with all that. Okay, you get that paradoxical bi-directionality whenever the Arabic script is there, or a right root. Marhaban. Oh, an adverbial. Rahaba is the root. Be wide. Okay. A lot of Arabic loanwords into Turkish, but they're fundamentally unrelated languages. Merhaba and the Arabic merhaban, right? Merhaban. What's that? Equals sign en. So that's the prefix. It's not meh, that's not meaningful for standard Arabic. It's just a 3-vowel system, a, I, u, meh, and then root here, and it's the pharyngeal ha, scratchy. Merhaban. I'm gonna write equal sign n, because that's what the letter looks like, the shape, the diacritic, which is also a, this doesn't specify which participle, but anyway, root is rahaba. So the vowels in between those letters will change depending on what's being expressed, but that sequence of consonants is what is stable to preserve the meaning from word to word. Rahaba, to make welcome. Be wide, make welcome. It's derived from this term. Let's get in there. Okay, already did Swahili and Hindi, nice. Turkish is related to the Turkic family. It's like German to Germanic. I'm not really sure beyond that. Let's look it up real quick. The greater family within which Turkish falls. So Wikipedia is a good, readily available one. It has these nice genealogical trees. I want to go back to the Turkish language. Language family, Turkish seems to be the Turkic is the highest node. Common Oghuz, Western Oghuz Turkish. Anatolian Turkish, Ottoman Turkish. Standard forms Istanbul Turkish. Okay, 6 dialects named. Meskhetian. Writing system Latin, Turkish Braille, and so in the about 100 years ago now they switched to writing with the Latin alphabet instead of the older Arabic. Arabic having just the 3 vowel letters. Thank you, though. Yeah. Turkish has far more different vowel sounds to represent, so the Latin alphabet is a bit better suited to it, and that's what they're using now. Merhaba, ben, I, Selcen. Sen, question. Don't need to worry about the punctuation.
Merhaba, iyi akşamlar.
Let's actually do a different unit, maybe. Oh, okay. So, but your question wasn't really what family, but what's it related to? Let's see. Let's see. There's a high degree of mutual intelligibility. Okay, it tells us the geographical spread. What was the high degree of similarity? Korean. Altaic languages. Proposed language family, including Turkic, Mongolian, Tungusic, but I don't think those are actually genetically related. But what are the languages in this family? Anyway, let's just say Turkic languages. Someone should have a list. List of Turkic languages. Let's look at them by, native speakers. Azeri. Yeah, I should have known that. I knew an Azeri in Denton once. Language of Azerbaijan. Uzbek, Kazakh, Uyghur, Turkmen, Tatar, Kyrgyz, Qashqai, I don't know that one, Bashkir, Chuvash, Afshar, Karakalpak. These ones down here have not heard of until Yakut, Crimean, Tatar. Karakalpak is I read, and Karachai, Balkar, and then black for the rest. So Turkish with 70 million, the bulk of it, of modern Turkic. Modern speakers of Turkic languages broken down by language. Azeri and Uzbek, Kazakh about equally. Oh no, Kazakh is next to a similar colored one for Uyghur. Those two together make up not far from a half. Alright, doctor.
Doktor.
Öğrenci.
Öğrenci, so that G, the softened sign, is silent here.
Öğretmen.
Öğretmen, or it could be a lengthening of the vowel.
Doktor.
And note the devoicing of the final R.
Doktor.
Dosh. Gives a kind of whistly sound. Student. Okay, so different derivatives of an öğre root.
Öğretmen.
Öğretmen for the teacher.
Öğrenci.
Öğrenci for the student.
Senin işin yok.
Senin. Senin. Is that accusative?
Senin.
İşin yok.
Yok.
Non-existence.
İşin.
Your job. Senin işin yok. You don't have a job. Aha. You have no job, also possible. Senin, okay, so negative existential. Senin işin yok means you don't have a job. And it's you accusative? What is that? Something, some marker there. İşin job. Also no suffix, or is it? It's the
İşin.
your job. That is marked agreement with you, and then yok is a neg exist. There is none to you. Not sure what these markers are. I want to find out. Öğretmen.
Doktor. Öğrenci.
Öğrenci. Voiced J for the letter C. Be famous by followers. Maybe tomorrow. Öğretmen.
Öğretmen.
Bu adam öğretmen değil.
Bu adam. Topic.
Adam.
Öğretmen değil.
Değil.
Verb is not be. Got some negative verbs here. So English has a few negative verbs like deny or lack. Some other good ones. Bu adam. Bu is a pointing word. That or this. It's this.
Bu.
This man
Adam.
is not a teacher. Bu adam. This man isn't a teacher. Öğretmen değil. Oops. Let's not do that. Okay, and this one, the değil is neg B. And let's see. Is there an affirmative B? I think these are just their own roots without morphology, but we'll see.
Eski bir mesleğim var.
Ski, 3.
Eski.
Old one, mesleğim. It's our noun.
Mesleğim.
Im, suffix, my profession. Mesleğim looks Arabic.
Var.
Have. Okay, var is the affirmative to yok. Old man. An old man exists. There is an old man. Not man. Profession. Silly me. My profession. And it's
Mesleğim.
eski. Right, that's the only mark of the possessor is this
Mesleğim.
suffix. Meslek, would it be? Let's see what the base form is here. Let's try it. Oh, no. Not that. Turkish noun, meaning profession. Meslek. Huh. Interesting.
Ben öğretmenim, o doktor.
Öğretmenim, here's that possessive marker. Ben öğretmenim. Teacher. I am my teacher. Oh, he is a doctor. I am a teacher. Why is it suffixed that way? Teacher or he, a doctor, or she.
O.
He, she, it. Just a singular pronoun.
İşsiz veya öğrenci.
Singular in both senses. There is one single form for it, and the number of it is not plural, but singular. İşsiz. Oh, look at that. Next to each other.
İşsiz veya öğrenci.
And I hear it as a sequence too. İşsiz veya öğrenci, student, jobless or unemployed, or yep, jobless or a student. And there's no topic name, just comment here. Hard to get.
Yaşlı adam işsiz ve çok hasta.
Let's use word bank.
Yaşlı adam işsiz ve çok hasta.
Old man, yaşlı adam is işsiz, unemployed. I bet that's a compound. Ve çok hasta, very sick.
Benim mesleğim yok.
Benim mesleğim, profession. My profession.
Benim.
I do not have a job. So it's ben.
Benim.
It's a possessive suffix on
Benim.
the word for I. Me, my job.
Mesleğim yok.
How about that? What a cool sentence. Oh, war is easy to remember for exist. Like German war, cognate with our word was of the verb to be. And also in Scandinavian, the Norse languages, var
Yok.
means be. Benim mesleğim yok.
Yok.
Ben means I, ben. I think. At least it sure looks like it. And then im is possessive, meaning my
Mesleğim.
profession. My is the meaning of im. If we just reverse those letters, yok is not there. So, what's a good analysis for benim?
Eski bir mesleğim var.
Eski bir mesleğim var. To be, exist. Old
Eski,
one mesleğim. My profession. Var.
var.
Have
Mesleğim,
an old job.
eski.
But an old profession makes better sense than an old job. Interestingly. Okay, let's switch to something else. Let's do a bit of Esperanto. But tell me what you are most interested in, because I'm doing all of them on Duolingo. Everything that exists will be done by us.
Labori ofte ne estas facile.
Labori, to work. Infinitive, ofte, marked adverbial, often. Ne estas, just pretty close to Latin and Indo-European there. Facile, easy. Spelled just like facile in French. Easily, though. It's not often easy. That's kind of weird as an adverb. To be something, I would want an adjective. So working is often not easy. Wuzzy. Is often not easy. Working often. Working often as a thing. Ne estas facile.
Mi ŝatas fruktojn, sed mi aparte ŝatas fragojn.
Mi ŝatas, I like fruits. Sed from Latin, but mi aparte, my partner. I especially, yeah. Me, not mia. Mia would be my. But I especially, aparte, like strawberries. Fragoin, and I especially like questions.
Dum vintro estas malvarme.
During dum vintro, during the winter. There's no subject pronoun in Esperanto here, but we need to say it. Estas malvarme, it is cold. I just love that odds leap from language to language. But I guess if you were like a European, someone living in Europe about the year 1000, and you told them about what modern English is now, it would be indistinguishable from from Esperanto, I think.
Ne estis facile, sed mi perfekte kuiris la ovojn.
Odd, peculiar mix of multiple languages. Ne estis facile, it is not easy. Sed mi perfecte cuiris la ovojn. Cuiris, that cooking verb, past tense here. It wasn't easy. But I cooked the eggs perfectly. The eggs perfectly.
Mia fratino finfine lernis la anglan.
Finfine. Finally. Love it. Reduplication. Mia fratino. The in on this brother frat stem. This makes a feminine in, and then o tells us it's a noun. Mia, that it's modifying a noun. My sister. Finfine is finally lernis. Finally learned. Past. Lernis la anglan. Both adjectives means the English language. We say English.
Foje ni pravas, kaj foje ni malpravas.
Foje sometimes ni pravas, kaj foje ni malpravas. Ni meaning we.
Ni.
What is pravas? Where does this come from? So the infinitive will be pravi. The correct from prava. Oh, right. Well, from Russian, pravi. Okay, didn't know that in Russian yet. So here's a Russian one in Esperanto. Sometimes we are correct, and sometimes we are incorrect. We are ring.
Mi vere ne ŝatas araneojn.
Neon spiders. I'm gonna guess. Araña in Spanish. Mi vere, I truly. Ne ŝatas, don't like. Spiders.
Tio estas vere bela.
Tiu estas vere bella, right?
Tio estas vere bela.
Tiu, that is very good, very nice. Vere bella, oh, single L. Tio. As a noun. Okay, ending in O. Estas vere bella. He does not see perfectly. Li ne perfecte vidas.
Estus bone finfine havi interreton hejme.
Estus, a new ending. It would be good to finally have this verb
Havi.
because it's one case in which the Latin and the English nearly align. In Latin, habere and German haben. They look exactly like, but they're not cognate. Interreton heime. What? Internet? Have you internet? Interreton, okay. Spanish la red from retis, Latin for net. Estus, I guess it would be nice. It would be good to finally have the internet at home. Estus, perspective. Working often, or like hypothetical. Working often, labori, and what will be often? Ofte. Ne estas facile.
Mia instruisto estas aparte bona.
Aparte bona. Aparte, especially. My teacher is aparte bona, especially good. My grandmother spoke Chinese perfectly. Avino. Perfecta parolis la Chinan looks pretty unimpeachable. Alia, no.
En junio estas malvarme en Aŭstralio.
If you order Shatas, Schätzen, I think, German. Knew what internet was. What are you supposed to do? Not have a word for internet? Estas malvarme. Okay. Malvarme. In June, the month, it is cold in Australia. During winter, dum vintro estas malvarme. It is cold. Sometimes we are right, and sometimes we are wrong. Pravas. Foje ni pravas, ka foje ni malpravas. Oh, pravda is probably from this root. We finally read the long book of Finfine. Li Finfine read past legis la longan libron. La longan. Li legis finfine la pagioi. Legis with a g. Li finfine legis la longan libron. My teacher is especially good. Mia instruisto estas aparte bona. Bona parte. linoleum, blown apart. Learning language is sometimes easy. Lerni lingvon estas foje estas facile. Lingvon, yeah. I really don't like spiders. Mi vere ne ŝatas araneojn. Oh, do you know that German verb, Levi? Schätzen. It's like to appreciate, to esteem something. To know, to appreciate. Oh, yeah, I said that. To know its worth. Schätzen. SCH for single consonant sound. The umlauted A. Schätzen. Oh, it's from the noun Schatz, treasure. To treasure something. To estimate, guess, suppose, assume, price, assess, appreciate, value, esteem. Are the meanings of schätzen? Geschätzt, schätze, Schatz. So, in Middle High German, schätzen or schätzen. Creating, schätzen. Oh, that's what red means. Silly me. Overlook that.
Tio estas vere bela.
Tio, as a noun. Tio estas present. Vere, adverb. Ending there. Bella. Single L. That's really beautiful. Okay, and now I thought let's do some French today. Unit or two.
Deux.
Les filles.
Trois.
So note the double L
Les filles.
is one where the tongue tip does not make contact there, la, but it's instead held in the palatal region. I don't think there's any sealing. Les filles. It's basically like a hallelujah J sound.
Trois.
The R, ra, uvular, D voices here. Trois. Trois. Trois. The cats.
Les filles.
Deux.
Les chats. Trois croissants.
Croissant. OI is a wa sound. And as a rule, a final consonant is dropped most of the time.
Deux. Les chats. Les filles. Les chats. Trois. Deux. Un, deux, trois.
2, 3. I eat a lot. Je mange. That's the je. I subject form. Beaucoup. A compound. Beau, like good looking, and coup from Latin copia, plenty. I think. I am eating, although if it was really intervocalic, it would have dropped out that P. I am eating with duo. Same verb. And in French, you've always got to have subject, and most often it's a pronoun word. So the je, tu, il, elle, they'll always be there. Avec is with duo. So, in response to the comment about Zamenhof knowing what the internet was, if you want your language to survive in the world and thrive, they've got to be able to derive new words. For all you ambitious conlangers out there, don't make it a tiny closed system that no new words can get into. Unless that's your goal, go for it. More power to you.
Deux.
Les garçons.
Do the thing and let's do.
Les femmes.
Note the silent final S. You hear from the article les that it's plural. The noun femme, singular, and plural sound alike. The boys.
Les femmes. Les chats. Les garçons.
In all these words, the S on the noun itself is not heard unless you've got it linking with a following vowel word.
Les croissants.
Croissant. But that article tells us that it's plural. In English, we just have the one form, the, nice and handy.
Où sont les garçons?
Où sont les garçons? Where are the boys?
Ils sont en France.
Ils sont en France. Hear that final T of the verb, normally sont, because the following word with which it's in a phrase begins with a vowel. And so that syllable has an available seat for the consonant sound to appear in. They are in France. With many country names, we use this en to mean inside of it. In it. Les garçons sont à Bordeaux. Non, ils sont à Paris. It won't be il est because plural here, unless there's a boy you're just refusing to mention. They are in Paris. They will be il or elle if it's exclusively female. Sont à instead of en. With a city, we're using à. They are here. Ils sont ici. Merci. The men, les hommes.
Les chats. Les femmes.
Les hommes.
In this case, we do have the difference between the singular l'homme and the plural les hommes involves these two segments, the vowel e and the s, which is voiced as a z sound.
Ils parlent français.
Ils parlent français. They are speaking.
Elles travaillent en Angleterre.
Group of women, female people. They work en, here with the country name again, like en France. En Angleterre means in England. Paul et Marc travaillent à l'aéroport. Non, ils travaillent à la gare. Non, ils parlent espagnol is shameless. Switch of topics.
Je mange les oranges.
Je mange, I eat les oranges, the oranges.
Elle mange.
And they are eating the oranges. Il or elle mange, verb is the same either way. Les oranges, same word order as we have. They speak, ils parlent français. And here, that letter that we saw in Turkish also, that modified C, means pronounce it as a voiceless S. Now for the language name, put a masculine form, but the noun for language is actually female. It's a bit odd that we do that. La langue française, with the feminine form of the adjective, French. For the language name, just absolute masculine. Let's do a bit of Korean next. The home language of Lango Institute.
가방.
치가,
식당.
가방.
치가,
Sounds a little incomplete there.
텔레비전,
Television, TV. Audio does not sound quite correct.
저는 사과예요.
저는 사과예요. That over there is an apple. I am an apple. That would be chogosun or something. I am an apple, it is.
저는 가수예요.
가수예요. I am a singer. It's a bit more felicitous. So Lexilogos has these nice handy keyboards with which I can just type in QWERTY keys and it puts it into Korean Hangul, the Korean writing system.
저는 가수예요.
저는, next word with a space, 가수, and now these are written together, yo. Space after each converts it. I am a singer.
여자가 울지 않아요.
여자가 울지 않아요. 여자가, the woman. Subject, 울지 않아요. She does not do
울지
crying. She does not cry. It's a bit like do support in English. This anta.
않아요.
남자아이가 울어요.
Negative verb, like we saw in Turkish 1 or 2. 남자아이가, the boy, male child, 울어요. That same verb, but this one's inflected and it's informal polite. The boy cries, is crying.
그 아이는 사라져요.
그 아이는 사라져요. That child, 사라져, 사라지.
사라져요.
Scary sentence. That child disappears.
이 편지는 맞지 않아요.
이 편지는 맞지 않아요. 맞지, the matching, the being correct, it does not do. 편지, letter. This letter is not correct. Makes it sound like we're talking about a letter of a writing system, but this means the written form of communication.
그 책이 맞아요.
그 책이 맞아요. That book is right.
남자아이가 자동차에서 내려요.
남자아이가, the boy, the male child, 자동차에서 내려요. 내리다.
내려요.
Gets out of the car. 에서 meaning from. After the noun for car. 자동차에서.
저는 텔레비전을 안 봐요.
저는 텔레비전을 안 봐요. So, like we saw in Turkish also, object first, television, here marked accusative, and then verb with negation, I do not watch it. I don't watch TV.
학생이 가방을 잠가요.
학생이 가방을 잠가요. Don't know what that is.
잠가요.
Student, subject, locks the bag. 참가 is a really interesting looking word. 참가. This dictionary is called Naver. It's a pretty thorough coverage of Korean to English and the other way. And we've got this verb for locked. 잠그다. 잠가요. That's why. 가. Lock, fasten, turn off. 잠그. Dude locks the bag.
그것은 나무예요.
그것은, that thing, 나무예요 is a tree. We don't need the word for thing. That is a tree. Here does.
그것은
그것은, S carrying over. Shows we're dealing with a noun, and so does the topic marker too.
그 텔레비전은 사라져요.
이 텔레비전은 사라져요. Disappears. That TV disappears.
저는 저기를 봐요.
저는 저기를 봐요. 저기, over there. I look over there.
제가 차에서 내려요.
제가, I subject. 차에서, from the car. 내려요. I get out.
그 개가 사라져요.
개가 사라져요. That dog disappears.
저는 사과예요.
저는, I am an apple. I'm putting it in English now. Yes, English. I am an apple, not an apple. There we go.
Biz kadınız.
Biz kadınız. Biz means you plural, and you are women.
Biz.
We, biz, we. Ben, I, biz, plural, we. Biz kadınız. There we have vowel harmony in that second word. A and U belong in a vowel class together. We don't really get a
Kadınız. Biz.
e in a single morphological word in Turkish. Yes, we are women. What's yes? Evet. Biz, we. Kadın. Kadınlar. But I think we can just use the noun stem. Kadınız. And it's right, so it's not a plural noun. I mean, it's not the basic lar marking. It's agreeing with evet. With we, right? Sorry, not with evet. Evet is yes. With biz, the subject pronoun. Kadınız. Kadınız. So this is very puzzling. I haven't seen anything quite like this. Biz kadınız means we are women. But women on its own, and without this context, would just be kadınlar, right? Kadınlar. Identifying construction. One noun phrase. Noun phrase 1 belongs to the category of noun phrase 2. As for us, what we are is women.
Sen gençsin ama güzel değilsin.
That's kadın. That's where the stem ends. Sen gençsin ama güzel değilsin. This is
Değilsin.
negative verbs. The one means not be. Güzel.
Gençsen. Gençsin.
Young.
Ama.
You are not.
Güzel.
Take it easy, bro. Sen gençsin ama güzel değilsin.
Sen gençsin ama güzel değilsin.
Değil. Here the softened G sounds like a ya. Ya or wa or zero, lengthening the vowel sometimes. I think it was a gamma, a voiced z fricative at one stage. Maybe 100 years ago when it came to be written down with this G symbol, but now it's, in standard Turkish at least, gone in many ways. Kind of doing what the Japanese voiced P did historically. I am young and beautiful. Ben, I. Then was Ginj. So this is going to be Ginch. Ve, and. It was beautiful. Güzel. Like mademoiselle. Güzel. Genjim. I am. These are not nouns. These are stative verbs. They have verbal agreement here. Güzelim. I am young and I am beautiful.
Çok güzelsiniz.
Güzelsiniz. This is you plural. Sen. Çok, very. You plural are very beautiful. So 4 words in English, 2 in Turkish. Alex ve, here a nominal conjunction. Duo, they are tired, which is yorgunlar. Maybe just no suffix. Yorgunlar it would be. Okay.
Sen kadınsın.
Kadınsın. This is plural. You plural. You are kadın, women. I'm thinking of siniz. Kadın is the stem. Sin, agreeing. You are a woman who is you. No, I am not fine. Ayi, hayır. ban, I. Okay, it's going to be a suffix here to say I am not fine.
Hayır.
Değilim. I am not fine. Değilim.
İyi. Değilim.
İyi değilim. Fine, I am not. Duo is not happy. Duo.
Duo.
Hoş. Happy. Mutlu. So it's going to be mutlu değil.
Mutlu. Değil.
He isn't. So if it's an affirmative construction, the adjective is going to get the verbal agreeing suffixes. But if it's negative, adjective appears in just its stem form and the verb is inflected. The negative verb değil. Not be. Yes, we are women. Evet. Biz. Kadınız. Kadınız. Here's the keyboard. Evet, yes. Biz. Kadınız. With vowel harmony. So this is an agreement. It's basically the word biz suffix to it, and then the vowel altered slightly. So it can be within the same word. That's a constraint on words in this Turkic language. Biz kadınız, I am young, so it's going to be young gencim. With the voiced j, which is unmodified. Ve, do we want this here? Beautiful güzelim. Güzelim.
Sen kadınsın.
Sen is you singular. You are one woman. There we go. Yes, very good. Oh, that reminds me. Do you know 美丽的丽? 美丽的丽. Referring to a Chinese character. You know the one I'm talking about. Let's get out the simplified form for this. So, the one in May means beautiful, but there's also two-syllable compound, 美丽 for beautiful, as a word unto itself. The simplified form writes 1、2、3、4、5、6、7. I think it's that order. But the traditional shape looks like this. MMBB, and that's forgotten what it is. Having an identity crisis. The two solid lines and the two enclosures, and a P for the bottom, is written with the deer radical. So let's find the historical form of this character. Here's the traditional kanji shape, hanzi. Here's the simplification one, li, meaning beautiful. It's written with the deer with these elaborated antlers. This is what this Chinese character derives from. And what's the story to it? Beautiful, lovely, pretty, fair, elegant, to adhere. Okay, let's see what old Carlgren said about this one. the two fine horns made into ornaments of the deer. And the meanings are couple, two, symmetrical, connect, adhere, to rely on, beautiful, elegant. So elegance and beauty conveyed with the drawing of a pair of deer, like your gazelles, and what you were saying. Gesellschaft. That's a nice English-German portmanteau. So a good mnemonic for the Turkish word güzel is how we got there. Thank you, Levi. Alright, should we do something new? I'm still taking requests. We're taking requests all evening. I'm just gonna do something I feel like doing until then. But let's see what we've neglected the longest. Navajo. So, ta, sla'i, ta, and d. This is 1, 3, 4. 1, ta, sla'i. 3 is ta, and 4 is d. Shishe'e, be, na, ki, dibe. My father, be, cow, has 2 sheep. So, apparently just like the English word order. Let's go on. Father has 2 sheep. 1, ta, sla'i. 2 is na, ki. 5, ashtla. Yeah. Ta, sla'i. 3, 4, 5. 3 is ta, di, ashtla. 1, 2, 5. Ta, sla'i. Na, ki, ashtla. 2, 4, 5 is na, ki, di, ashtla. 1, 3, 4. Ta, sla'i. 3 is ta. 4 is di. 9. Nahaste. 7 is tostit. tostit. 9. 8. tostit. 7. 4, 5, 6. 4 is di, ashtla. Hastan. 6. 7 is 8. Tostit is 7. Hastan is 6. 10, 9, 8. Nesna lahaste tebi. Bilasana nesna holung. Apples, I have 10. Eight tebi. 7 tost it. 6 is hastan. doesn't like my abbreviation. Okay. 10 is na. 8 is tsebi. 6 is hasta. Hasta. I wonder. 8, 7, 6, but I'm glad it accepted it. It used to be extremely picky. It wouldn't even accept its own apostrophe character. 8, 7, 6, tsebi. 7, tos, it. 6, hasta. Alright, one's this way, I think. Never get it right. Accent marks for tone. Well, some of them are. I think it's sort of conflating them in the responsive ones. If you're talking about Navajo, the acute accent is for tone. There's also glottal stops, which are spelled with apostrophes. High tone, low tone, a two-way split. Nice little interlude. What else have we not done for a long time? Check. Let's revisit this, starting at the very beginning, although the hello stuff is actually harder than just some noun review. Masculine.
Velký kluk.
Kluk is a boy.
Kluk.
Velký, is that clever?
Velký.
It's big. Velký. And E accented Y for masculine agreement. Big person. Velký person. Člověk, okay. Člověk. Člověk. Člověk with this modified E. Velký člověk.
Malý kluk.
Malý kluk. Little boy. Malý little. Velký big. Malý little. Kluk boy.
Velký strom.
Strom. Big.
Strom.
Strom. Tree. How cool. Good person. Velký člověk. Velký člověk. Little boy. Malý kluk. Good person. What's good? Malý. Dobrý. Člověk. Oh, still only 24th place. Okay, well I did skip a day, but this league is killer. Halfway through the week. Out of only 30. Yeah, I really gotta get my game face on here. Feminine nouns.
Hezká holka.
Hezka's nice.
Hezká.
Pretty girl. Kluk holka. Good woman. Dobrá. Dobrá. Žena. So, if you, žena, check for woman. Greek cognate, gune, GK for Greek, A long and accented, and with the stem gunaikos, genitive, gunaik. Believe it or not, these words, jena, gune, they are related to Irish ban, singular woman, and plural mra. The Indo-European form was gwynech, labialized g, w, and a laryngeal, and maybe a connecting k sometimes. Or maybe that just came in within Greek. Gwynech. So when it got a full syllable there, the gw became a j, palatalized. Stayed a g in Greek, which was recorded, 1000 BC or so, and the gw gave a b in Irish, and on contact with the n, that nasalized to a m, mra, and then that dissimilated the two nasals together. So quite a path it took there. Dobra žena, good woman. And it's interesting that the feminine agreement suffix on the adjective is long, while the noun itself ends in a short a vowel.
Hezká žena.
You hear it there, nice and clearly in the sound. Hezká žena. What's the story there?
Dobrá žena.
Dobrá žena, good woman. Girl, what is it? Oh, it's Holka. There we go. Whew. Good young. Dobra. Keep doing that. Dobra. Yeah, it's the same word. Cognate. Dobra, dobry means good. Dobra. Dobry dzień. Good day. Dobry dzień. Dobra young is mlada. Mlada. Žena. Young girl. Just mlada. Holka.
Teşekkürler, tokum. Tokum.
I'm full. Tok. Thanks, I'm full. Teşekkürler, tokum. You are handsome. Evet. Gonna be sen. That could be güzel here, but yakışıklı. And to say you are sun. Yakışıklı. Yakışıklısın. Yakışıklı. It's quite a mouthful there. Yakışıklısın. With the vowel harmony, making all four of these the same sound. And in the same class as the low ah.
Ben çok yaşlıyım.
Very yaşlı. Ben çok yaşlıyım. Too old. Yaşlı old. We are children. Biz for the pronoun. And then it's going to be also is suffixed onto the noun for children, which is what? Çocuğuz. Yeah, here with the uz ending, not the third plural lar. Çocuğuz. Çocuğuz. Voiceless ch. O, ju, softened g. Would just be silent here, I think. Çocuğuz.
Ben aç değilim.
Ben aç değilim. I am not aç.
Ben aç.
Hungry or open. Ben aç değilim. I hungry am not. I am a man, she is a woman. Ben adamım. She will be o, and woman kadın. No suffix, I think. Ben erkeğim, erkek, erkek. O kadın. So this, I would say, there's a zero suffix on this noun, kadın, for third person. But it's the same as saying there is no suffix there. I like to remind myself, though, that it's a place where a thing could be, and the fact that it's not, that there's nothing there tells us that it's third. So ben means I, adam, word for man, and then agreement, first singular. O means she, kadın, woman, and there's nothing, so this here, the lack of a thing tells us third person. Maybe singular. Indeterminate number, unmarked. You are full. You is sen. It's full again. Aç. It's going to be açsın. Because it has to harmonize. Tok. Oops, not empty, but the opposite. Tok. Sunuz. It wants siz, you plural. An eternal shortcoming of English, modern spoken English, that we don't distinguish you, one person, from you, many people. He is a child. You are, almost every other language that we see here does, if not every single one. He is a child, so of, he, çocuk, voiceless, ch, and no suffix, so an underlying y, softened g, will be a k here. You are a man, mercifully, clearly singular. Sen, adam, adamın. Erkeksin. O bir çocuk, a child. Alright, getting very fussy with me. Sen bir erkeksin. You, one man you are. Erkek sort of verbalized here. So maybe we don't need to think of those adjectives as actually being verbs. Here we see nouns being verbed. We're just agreed with. I am calm, you are not calm. Sakin, this basic stem here. Ben, sakinim, sen, sakin değilsin. You are full. Sen. Distinguish singular plural you with y'all. Yeah, but notice Duolingo has not yet. Might be a while before they implement full y'alldom across all their courses. Full is tok. Okay, it's got the pronoun siz, sen is, siz. Toksunuz. Let's see if Yiddish is online yet. He is a child, you are a man. O çocuk. You, singular. Sen. Erkek. Erkeksin. Oh, we want that to be marked bir with the numeral. sen, bir, and erkeksin. Erkek for the man, and then sin agreement suffix. Whew.
침대,
라디오. 책상, 라디오. 학생이 한국어로 물어요.
친구가 저를 도와요.
누가 저를 도와요.
아이들이 들어요.
아이들이 들어요. 틀다. Hears.
들어요.
Children. 아이들이 listen.
저는 누워요.
누워요. 저는 I 눕다. What's that?
누워요.
Lie down. That's right. Oh, yeah, you are right. That's what I forgot. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, I'd be surprised too, but it's worth a look.
여기는 어둡지 않아요.
여기는 어둡지 않아요.
않아요? 어둡지.
Be dark. Yeah, we did that. Okay. 여기는 here. It is not doing darkness.
저는 길을 걸어요.
저는 길을 걸어요. 걷다. I'm walking the street.
걸어요.
여기는 어둡지 않아요.
With accusative marker on the word for street.
여기는 어둡지 않아요.
어둡지 right 않아요. It's not doing darkness. 여기는 어둡지 않아요. 여기는 어둡지 않아요.
학생들이 학교로 걸어요.
학교로 걸어요. Oh, it's in Korean. 학생들이, the students. 학교로, to school, they walk.
동물이 아이를 도와요.
동물이 아이를 도와요. The animals help children.
집에 라디오가 없어요.
집에 라디오가 없어요. I don't have a radio at all.
저는 친구와 걸어요.
저는 친구와 걸어요. I walk with a friend.
여자아이가 개를 길에서 도와요.
여자아이가 long compound 아이가 Oh, it's written in Korean.
여자아이가 개를 길에서 도와요.
길에서 도와요. Helps the dog in the street. The woman helps the dog in the street. Nice long sentence. Lots of nouns. The girl, 여자아이. Let's look at the structure of that one real quick.
여자아이가
Alright, 여자아이가 is our subject, girls. 가. 기대 is a noun. 개를, dog, accusative. 길에서, locative noun. Street, in. 길에서. 길에서 도와요 helps. 와. 요. 도와요. So the nice thing about Korean grammar might be a little off-putting at first if you're not used to it, but all your noun phrase participants in a sentence are nice and clearly labeled for what they're doing. Look to the verb for a core idea of what the meaning of the sentence is going to be talking about. Helping. Someone is helping someone else. You see your 를 here tells you that's the object. The dog is being helped. 가 here marks the subject. 여자아이가, the girl is doing the helping. And this extra detail is giving us the place where.
저는 물어요.
저는 물어요. I ask. Complete
학생이 책상에 누워요.
학생이 책상에. That's nice.
책상에,
Kai has some syllables there, or close parallelism.
학생이 책상에 누워요.
Lies down. 책상에. So it's the student lies down on the desk.
저는 라디오를 들어요.
저는 라디오를 틀어요. I listen to the radio. Radio here is a direct object.
여자아이가 개를 길에서 도와요.
It's the girl. 여자아이가 개를, the dog, in the street, she helps him. See if it's up yet. Won't be surprised if it's delayed either, but it's always worth a look. Okay, let's finish out the evening, the stream, with a bit more Esperanto here. My goldiest course, because I'm testing out.
Li manĝis tie dufoje.
In that way, dufoje twice. There, locative. He ate past. There twice.
Ŝi estas la malplej aĝa el miaj infanoj.
Malplej. Huh. The least age. And it's noteworthy to me that this is not marked as an adjective. Aja is marked as an adjective. So, adverb here, the least old. La malplej aja, el of
El. Miaj.
She is the youngest of my children.
Mi fartas malbone.
I'm doing poorly. I'm not doing well. I will refrain from repeating this.
Kial li ludas la ludon tiel malbone? Kial li ludas la ludon tiel malbone?
Ludas la ludon tie malbone?
Kial li ludas la ludon tiel malbone?
Tiel, in that badly way. Kial li ludas la ludon tiel malbone? Kial. Why does he play the game so badly?
Via nepo aktuale loĝas en Japanio, ĉu?
Your plural nephew I guess it would be nepino for niece. Actuale currently lives in Japonio. True, doesn't he? Your grandson, currently lives in Japan, right?
Mi volas trinki almenaŭ 2 glasojn da lakto.
Menau, at least. We want to drink at
Volas.
least 2 glasses, plural object, da lacto. We want to drink at least 2 glasses, outrageous, of milk. Lacto. I want to, me, not vi. Ĉu vi ne po aktuale? Adverb.
Mi loĝas tro malproksime.
Mi loĝas tro malproksime. Too far. This is from French. Trop. T-R-O-P. Malproksime. I live too far away.
Estas tro malfrue.
Estas tro malfrue. It is too late. Malfrue. Love it. Frue means late. Levi, you see what that's from? This word malfrue meaning late. It is too late.
Ĉu vi iam alvenos akurate?
Already alvenos akurate. So this must be the verb alvenos, so that means it's future. Arrive, come to, will arrive. Ever, iam. Will you ever arrive on time? And the true at the beginning signals yes, no question. Will you ever arrive on time? Please click on the link twice. Some neologisms for us. Bonvolu, alklaki, du foioin, looks good, 2 times. Klaki, la programoi. I guess that would be a good word for link. Alklaki la ligilon, du foie. That's even better. Klaki, la programoi would be better for a program rather than a link. Ligi makes me think of the word league and so on. Ligation for the tying, binding of a league. For link, al-klaki, compound verb, to on-click. Al-klaki la ligilon, du foje, two-timely.
Vi estas la malplej juna el ni.
Estas la invariant article, just like English. Malplej, least young. Juna, adjective. Any of us. You are the oldest of us. Why am I typing it in Esperanto? That's you are the least young of us. That's also grammatical. Okay, or the oldest. It is late. Please return home. Oh, that's not quite it. It'd be early, badly. Choice for negation. Yeah, it's not meaning badly, just reversing the sense. And the German form, it'll have an E for feminine agreement, but the base form is just früh spelled with this way, meaning early. Früh. This one, is it long or short, Levi? This vowel in früh, since you said you didn't feel too firm on that. So a feminine noun agreement would look like, would have a final E suffix with an equal sign there. That can exist, but this is for the basic form. We can also have früher, frühes, and other suffixes too, telling us or showing agreement with case, number, gender. No, we can't have, as in English too, we can't have a short vowel at the end of a word like this. And the H is really only there to show vowel length too, like frühes, hohes, Ruhe, alternate of Ruhe. Right, okay, in the middle of a word it's hard to tell, but this one can only be a long vowel, früh. If we contrast it with the plural of the word fruit, that one has a short vowel and a closed syllable. Früchte. Früchte. Short here, and also typisch, although those have long variants too, not a good example. Früh, long. It is late, please return home. Estas malfrue. Bonvolu reveni heimen. And how it leaps across the continent of Europe within a single sentence.
Mi aktuale lernas Esperanton.
I am currently learning Esperanto. I live too far away. Mi loĝas tro mal something. Proxime. Mi loĝas tro malproxime. At least they slept. Almenau, was it? Almenau. Ili almenau dormis. They slept. I want to drink at least 2 glasses of milk, glasoin da lacto. Number 1. Mi volas trinki almenau 2 glasoin da lacto. He is standing far from us. Li staras looks promising. Malproxime de ni. Ni. So here's another hard pair to keep apart. These Esperanto pronouns, to me at least. Ni and vi. Ni means we. Vi means you, plural. But of course, vi reminds me of we and the Scandinavian words, languages where it's vi. It's not. That's precisely what it is not. And the ni precisely does not mean the U of Chinese, which is ni, O-N-F. It's always confusing me, so I just go with the one that feels wrong. You are the oldest of us. There's us. It's going to be ni. El ni. Looks good. Malpleiuna. Vi, this is the plural. Estas. La malpleiuna el ni. Why does he play the game so badly? How do you know to prepare adjectives is unmarked and which gets mal? Just memorize, I guess. Think. You have the consonants of nu and vu. That's true, yeah. That helps. Nu, vu, nos, y vosotros, nosotros, vosotros. Good point. Nos, vos. Why does he play the game so badly? Okay. Li, kial, li ludas. La ludon tiel malbone. So badly. It's too late. Estas tro malfrue.
Kial li ludas la ludon tiel malbone?
Kial li ludas la ludon tiel malbone.
Via nepo aktuale loĝas en Japanio, ĉu?
Your grandson currently handsome grandson. Yeah, loĝas, he lives in Japan, right?
Mi volas trinki almenaŭ 2 glasojn da lakto.
I want to drink at least 2 glasses of milk. So everybody please follow Levi's excellent advice and associate these pronouns, ni and vi, with French nous, or one of its other romance-related words, and this vi with vous. Don't be troubled by the misleading associations. Okay, everyone, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Have a good night.